I'm starting my trip at the airport in the business class lounge, looking out the window. I don't want to be too annoying with the filming. It's about 2 o'clock. And I'm waiting for my flight, which leaves at 6 o'clock. This is just what the lounge looks like. Got free food, drinks, internet, stuff like that. So I can just sit here. I'm in London now. I'm at King's Cross Station. This is a new terminal that they've opened up in the past month. You can see on the left the old original building, and on the right is the new part. This is the station where they did the Harry Potter movies with the platform 9 3/4. I'm really tired. I got in, plane landed about 7 a.m. and then it took about an hour to get through passport control, and then I took the underground subway thingy here, and that took about an hour, and now I'm catching a 10 o'clock to Edinburgh. You can see they're announcing it.
Newcastle, Berwick-on-Tweed, Edinburgh, Haymarket, Inverkeithing, Cardiff, Newcastle, Dundee, Arborough, Montrose, Stirling, and London. Platform 7 of the 10:100 East Coast service to London.
Yep, that's where I'm going, Aberdeen. I'm on a train right now. It's a nice train. It's a lot better than being on a plane. I've given plenty of food and drink and things. I'll be on here for about 4.5 hours. It's been raining off and on. So I'm here in Edinburgh. It's been sprinkling, but it stopped sprinkling for now. So I'm out filming. This is kind of towards the start of the Royal Mile. This is some church. Probably has some historical significance. There's a guy over there dressed like a monk or druid or inquisitor or who knows what. Probably waiting to lead a tour. Anyway, this Royal Mile goes uphill from Holyrood Palace, which is where the Queen stays when she's in Edinburgh, all the way up to Edinburgh Castle, which is historically where the Scottish kings live. I'm not sure if it's literally a mile or not, but I guess we shall see. This is the lovely Starbucks.
No, everyone's coming together.
Okay, I'm a little bit further up the Golden Mile. This is a famous statue of Adam Smith, who I guess was from Edinburgh. And this castle, this church in front of us was one that John Knox was a pastor at. He was one of the founders of the Reformation. I'm at the castle overlooking things. So not many people here. It's cold and windy. I'll probably go into the castle tomorrow. But this is on one side what the castle overlooks. That's the castle. I'm up in the castle. It's the next morning, about a little after 9:30. It just opened, and this is the view from the castle. I took some pictures last night down on that road, down below. I slept pretty well. I took a sleeping pill, so I got a full 8 or 9 hours. I'm really sleepy this morning though. That pointy thing that just came in to the picture is called the Scott Memorial to a poet. And I don't know if you can see in the distance, but that's the ocean. We're right on the ocean. This is the inside of the castle. That's where I came from, down there. This is the 1 o'clock cannon. I've heard they fire it at 1 o'clock instead of noon so that they can save money on shells. That way they only have to fire 1, not 12. I'm at Holyrood Palace, which is where the Queen lives when she's here. This is in the gardens out back. They don't allow any photography inside, so anyway, it was nice inside. Worth a visit. This is an abbey that was built, I think, like in the 1100s, and it's the oldest part of the castle. And that's Arthur's seat, I believe, up there. This is just the gardens. I'm down in between the old and the new town. That's the old town over there. In between, I guess, used to be a lake, and a couple hundred years ago they pumped it out and turned it into a park. And over there to the left, you can see a little bit of the Waverley train station. The weather's cleared up quite a bit since this morning, and it's a lot sunnier, obviously. That's the Scott Monument for the writer Scott, not the people. Heresy. They must be French. This is the new town over here. It's not really new, it's 200-300 years old. I'm on the North Waverley Bridge right now. I don't know what that is that I'm looking at. It certainly looks old. That's the Waverley train station, that thing down to the lower left with the glass roof that looks like a greenhouse. It's about 7 o'clock at night. I just had supper. I'm gonna run back to the hotel for a little bit to check my emails and whatnot, and then I'm gonna take one of the ghost tours. I'm in York. I left Edinburgh this morning on the 6:20 train. It's about 10 o'clock now. I was able to check into my hotel. This part of town is called the Shambles. It's a very cute part of town. This little street reminds me of Diagon Alley in Harry Potter. Anyway, I took the ghost tour last night in Edinburgh. That was interesting, not terribly scary. And I only got about 4 hours sleep last night. I'm a little bit around the corner from the last video and stumbled on this market.
What was he going on about that?
Okay, I'm at York Minster, which is the big, huge church here. It has a lot of historical significance. I think it was maybe where Henry VIII was crowned Pope over the Church of England or something. It's huge. I'm hoping this is just the side so that I can get some decent pictures, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get much because my lens is wide angle but not quite that wide. Kind of annoyed by the green scaffolding everywhere. Seems like every time I go somewhere in Europe it's covered in scaffolding. Luckily this is just little patches. Anyway, York has a lot of historical significance. It's been around since Roman times. I believe Constantine was crowned emperor here. And then about 1,000 years ago the Vikings invaded and it became a Viking outpost called Jorvik. It's very pretty so far, very quaint. I'm really sleepy. I'm at the front of the church. This is a little bit better angle, but still too big for my camera.
Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, And blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
Those were just some Catholics walking by. This is kind of like a big square type park area. There's a bunch of churches around here and a park and different things. This is still in front of York Minster, just right behind where I was standing in the video before. There's some kind of parade about to start, it looks like. The guy's in red over there. The church York Minster is closed today for sightseeing because they're having some service on climate change. Couldn't go in because of climate change. They were having some service for climate change. It's turning a church into a political rally hall. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I'm right outside the church looking to the west. It's really pretty here. This is just a little bit further down that same street. Lots of little shops. came back because I love this song. It's called Jerusalem. I'm up on the walls around York. This is the York Minster. I just got up from like a 4-hour nap. I feel much better than I did before. I felt kind of crummy. And it looks like the rain has stopped. Anyway, here's the view from up here. This is the outside of the walls. Not terribly interesting. There's beautiful flowers blooming everywhere though. This is the church from a different angle. Isn't it pretty? They're ringing the bells right now. I don't know if it's that church or another one, but it's just, all I hear is bells. There's like no melody or anything. I think this is probably the same street where I before mentioned that looked like Diagon Alley or something out of Harry Potter. This is called the Shambles. This is the Shambles from a little bit further down looking back. Really quite neat. Yuen would love here. So many little shops. So it's at night, it's about, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Just going around shooting some video and different things. This is Shambles, that part of town. Okay, I'm on the real Shambles, the actual street called the Shambles. This is it at night. It feels like being on Diagon Alley in Harry Potter at night. There's lots of people walking around going to bachelor parties and bachelorette parties. It's kind of interesting. Not so much on this street. Everything's shut down for the night. There's no pubs or anything. It's all just stores. It's a short little street. There's not a whole lot on it. I wanted to take a lot more night pictures, but they've got all these bright lights everywhere, and the pictures just aren't coming out well. Oh well, I'll see what I can do. I'm at Piccadilly Circus. It's just right around the corner, literally, from my hotel. I've been here before. I've never really understood what the draw is, why there's so many people here. You've got this big sign here that's a big TV, and other than that, I don't quite know why it's always so crowded. Over to the right, you've got a statue. I don't remember what it's for. It's something innocent, but everyone started thinking that it looked like Cupid or the god Eros, so that's what it became known as. This is the theater district, so people come here to see a lot of shows and whatnot. But yeah, it's always just packed full of people. I'm at Trafalgar Square. It's a couple hours later. It's finally quit raining.
Well, maybe they are, but I can't see them.
As if I had gone slow, if I got round.
I'm on the river, obviously. That's Parliament, Big Ben over there. And maybe one of the towers you might be able to see might be Westminster. Today's the day of the London Marathon, so there were a lot of police and stragglers finishing up over on the other side. It's very interesting. A lot of roads are closed. I'd hate to be having to drive around today. This is the other side of the river from where I just was, so I'm on the same side as Parliament, looking south at the London Eye. I went on there last time I was here. It's expensive, but I thought it was worth it. A lot of people think it's stupid. It takes about 30 minutes to go around one time, and you get a really good view of the city. Back at Trafalgar Square a few hours later. I need to go get something to eat. I'm at, I believe it's St. James Palace, close to Buckingham, kind of across the street from it. These are just two of the guards that are marching around. I'm not sure what it is. It's not the changing of the guard or anything like that. This is Buckingham Palace. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Just finished my day of training at work, and I'm just out and about walking around. Pretty much around here it's just parks and stuff. It's not like overly interesting. It's the 2 nights before I go home. I've had a good couple days at work, and I'm just here. It's at night, obviously. I'm at the Tower of London. It's been pouring rain all day long, and finally I have a couple minutes where it's not raining, but it's extremely windy. So I don't know if any of my pictures are going to come out because it's so windy. I'm not actually going in the tower this trip. I went in there last time. It's really interesting, but I don't need to wait in line and spend the money to go again. That furthest tower, way in the back, is called the White Tower. There's suits of armor and weapons and a lot of interesting stuff in there. This is also where they keep the crown jewels, which you can go and see. It's pretty interesting. Okay, that's the beautiful Tower Bridge. So a couple hours later, I've just been taking pictures non-stop. It's getting cold. It's getting late. Back to the hotel. Good night. It's my last night in London in the UK. I'm going home tomorrow to see my wife and my cute, sweet little baby. Looking forward to it. Sad to be saying goodbye here. I've had such a good time. Nice people, nice place. Terrible weather though. Looking at St. Paul's Cathedral with the Millennium Walking Bridge thingy. Very pretty waterfront. Lots of people around here. It's 9:30ish at night. Yeah, 9:35 at night. Still lots of people out walking around. You wouldn't have that in Atlanta for sure. This is some of the waterfront on the river. Anyway, my flight is at 2:30 tomorrow. So I'm going to get up. I'm not going into the office. I'm going to go out and see some stuff and then go to the airport. So this will probably be my last or second to last video.